Hello everyone, Derek Stam Toys, and we are back with a dual action figure review today. We decided that we're gonna do this set, and we'll do this set first. Of course, we've got the Unmatched Series 6, Santana and Ortiz, in the Blood and Guts prison jumpsuit gear. Of course, all the figures on the back of the box. I would turn around both of them, but they're essentially the same. Let's be honest. I don't know. Do you guys really care about that picture right there in particular? I don't know. Maybe you do. So there, you got it. You got it live and for free. Um, yeah, I don't know really what else to say. I'm just super excited to have this set in hand. Now, one of these days, maybe I'll go back and get the original all black gear that they wore, like the very first set of these guys. I didn't technically own them, but I want to say I used part of my Santana for my Cody Rhodes when that broke, because my Supreme Edition Cody Rhodes broke right out of the box. Sure, if you watched that review, you might recall that. And then Ortiz I technically used for theory, which is why I've been very hesitant on trying to get this Mattel head sculpt off of this CM Punk body, because I still kind of want to keep this Punk body intact, but hot water might melt the torso. So yeah, that's not a great scenario to be dealing with too much, but if anything, I might just have the hot water cup method that, stick a cup of water in the microwave, nuke it up for like a minute and a half, maybe two, stick just the head in there and be very careful about it, and then boom. I don't know, but I think I've rambled on enough. Why don't we get these guys out of their plastic prisons, shall we? Alrighty, after 5 years of fighting with both packages to get both figures out of their plastic prisons, let's go over these accessories. Of course, first things first, we'll go over Ortiz's accessories because he technically does have the least amount of accessories. He comes with a solid steel black chair. I want to say it's the same mold as the Shawn Spears chair, but of course he actually comes with mic holding hands on the figure to hold the chair. So, yeah, kind of great. And then of course he's got this alternative head sculpt. It's kind of like a mean mugging expression head sculpt. I just really love the face paint detail and the hair detail in general. Of course, we'll get into his other head sculpt here in a little bit. And then Santana comes with like this baton. He comes with an alternative hand that has a fork in it. Pretty excited to have that for pick fed purposes. And then, of course, he has a screaming head sculpt. Kind of getting into both of their main head sculpts here, just to move them both side by side. Of course, Santana has more of like a just standard mean mug expression, is where Ortiz has kind of like a laughing, like he knows he's got the advantage kind of head sculpt. Same hair as the other head sculpt for Ortiz, but Santana actually has a man bun for the standard head sculpt that comes on the figure. So that's pretty interesting to think about, because once he takes the bun down, his hair gets super puffy and curly, and I don't know, maybe this was meant technically in a sense for a different look. Like maybe he wore similar face paint but with his hair down, and that's kind of what that head sculpt is for. I don't know, but since we were already kind of looking into this, why don't we look into the Santana first and foremost? Of course, I really love the detail. He's got the inmate there. Just the different, like, look and feel of the body here, because it does feel a little bit different. It's actually textured on the sleeves and on the shirt and stuff. It says Santana Rikers Island as he does a diving headbutt to the solid steel plastic prison back there, or cardboard prison, whatever you want to call it now. Yeah, I mean, you could say it's a little bit of both, right? And of course, one of the cooler details about this figure, because besides it, having the unique jumpsuit mold, having the white t-shirt, this is the most unique thing out of any one of these figures, really, is the fact that Santana has one of his legs, like, one of the legs of his pants rolled up. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word there. But that's what makes this such a really unique figure. Like, you take Ortiz over here, and we'll kind of break him down here in a second, but just breaking down the detail here and a little bit of the articulation, I guess you could say. Santana actually has like kick pad rotation, as where Ortiz does not. Ortiz is just straight solid leg through and through. He does have upper thigh cut though, but he does not have the kick pad or lower like boot cut rotation as where Santana does. And it almost makes me wonder, are some of the other figures gonna deal with this problem too, or like is Santana gonna be the only one with boot cut? I don't know, man. We'll have to figure that out, I guess. But getting into the Ortiz figure now, of course, besides that little difference in articulation, will he also be able to stand up? Who knows? He has Ortiz Rikers Island, as a tag team. They come from the same joint, the same pen, whatever you would want to call it. Makes sense. It really does. And all around, it's actually a really neat set. So yeah, I don't know. Why don't we get these guys all posed up and we can say our final thoughts before it reaches too long of a video, right? Alrighty, now that we've gotten these guys all posed up, you can kind of say this is a 1 out of 4, or a part 1 out of 4 in a sense, just because of course we've got Sammy Guevara, we've got Jake Hager, and we've got Chris Jericho still yet to come. I would have done double reviews for the next 2, but let's be honest, I'm gonna kind of act like we're reviewing this set, not necessarily alongside with these guys, but kind of how I did the Inner Circle the Pinnacle reviews, because of course, just in case you haven't seen it, I've got the MJF, I've got the Shawn Spears, and I most indefinitely, certainly, if the Shawn Spears would stand, I was about to say, have the Wardlow. So all I can really say is this: I hope you guys are excited for future reviews, because, I'm going to be very excited to get that part 4 final pose going on, especially having the full complete set. Anywho, what's my final thoughts on these two guys as I throw Shawn Spears across the arena? Well, all in all, I do really enjoy messing around with these figures already. They're nice and stiff. They don't feel like they're gonna loosen up on me anytime soon. I love the head sculpts. I love the expressions. Way better than Dax and Cash here, these two guys. And all in all, just really solid figures. My only gripe with the Ortiz figure is the boot cut. And honestly, Santana is almost a damn near perfect figure in my opinion. He might honestly have the best articulation out of all 3 of the Santanas, and just at least so far some of the better articulation for the more standard line of AEW figures. So going as far as the Unmatched and Unrivaled go, that's probably one of the best figures I've felt in a long time. Probably coming up nearby the Sammy Guevara Target exclusive that I own, the Chris Jericho Walmart exclusive in the purple jacket, All in all, I'd say it's a really damn good solid figure. Same thing with the Ortiz. What would I rate Ortiz? Let's say he can get a good solid 8 out of 10. He can get a good solid 3 out of 5 stars. And Santana, we're going to give him a good solid 9 out of 10. A good solid 4 out of 5 stars. Just because these are almost damn near perfect figures in their own right. I just don't want to rate them too high because we've still got 3 more to review that are in similar-esque gear. But one thing I do have to say is I've watched a couple of the other reviews on some of the other figures, so I know they are different enough to make this set really feel unique. And that's all I can say about it. And with that being said, if you liked the video, like the video. If you didn't like the video, that's alright. It doesn't hurt my feelings at all. But if you did like the video though, and you would like to see more action figure reviews and or pick fed content, maybe even a little bit of unboxings, I should have a playlist for each one of those down somewheres in my channel. You might have to go through a little bit of a rabbit hole. I'm not too sure though. But with that being said, if you would also like to follow me for future like video uploads, like when certain videos come out and stuff of that nature, you can also feel free to follow me on Instagram, and you'll get future video upload like notifications in a sense on there, just in case YouTube doesn't notify you. If you're scrolling through Instagram, you might see this picture pop up right here, just like this image stolen straight from the video, and you're going to be like, oh damn, he reviewed those? Bet, let me go to the channel. Boom, you've got it, you know, whatever it takes. But with that being said, I think I'm out of here. I'm gonna just say this for this video. I hope you guys had a happy new year. After all, we are about 6 days in. I want to say today's the 6th. I don't know. It'll probably be going up on the 6th. So yeah, actually, I just looked. It is the 6th. So I can already tell you that this video is gonna be going up on the 6th of January 2024. First video of, well, first review of the new year, and hopefully plenty more to come. Thank you guys for watching, and I am officially out of here. Peace out, yo.